What's up, guys? It's Jayton, Head of Research and Product Development here at UMZU, talking today about how muscle is built. Let's get into this one. So, one question that I've constantly asked myself and I've constantly asked other people growing up is how muscle is actually built. And I've gotten a lot of dumbed down answers from people who don't really understand this, and I've gotten a lot of really complex answers to where I didn't really know what they were saying because I couldn't understand it at that time. So I'm going to try and break this down for those of you who are curious. So the first thing we need to know is that there are a few different types of muscle fibers that are present within our body. Type 1, known as slow twitch, also known as slow oxidative muscle fibers. Type 2A, which are fast twitch oxidative glycolytic, and type 2B, which are fast twitch glycolytic muscle fibers. Slow twitch muscle fibers are the muscle fibers we use for everyday activities such as standing, walking, and getting up from the couch. These are an example of this would be like the lower back muscles that stabilize you whenever you're standing. So these muscle fibers are in a constant state of repair and are constantly in the state we're going to talk about later in the video. These muscle fibers mainly utilize fat within the muscle for fuel. So whenever you're not utilizing explosive movements and exercise, your muscles actually burn fat at rest. So this is why whenever you increase your muscle mass, your ability to gain fat slows down a bit, while your overall ability to burn calories at rest, otherwise known as your BMR, goes up. Fast twitch muscle fibers are the type that we use whenever we're doing explosive, high-intensity movement in exercises such as heavy squats, sprints, bench press, stuff like that. Fast twitch muscle fibers utilize glucose as fuel until it's all burned up, and then they utilize fats for fuel, and in some case muscle, because they begin to break down muscles into different amino acids to utilize glucose for fuel. They turn those highly glycolytic type of amino acids that are easily converted into glucose to be used as glucose in the cell to create ATP. But anyways, muscle hypertrophy, or the growth of muscle, is an adaptive response to a stressful stimulus on the muscle fibers. So this stimulus, usually done through exercise, creates damage within the muscle cell and sends a signal to the satellite cells that are right outside the muscle fibers. The signal calls for the satellite cells to fuse to the muscle fibers and to themselves through proliferation and multiplying. As the satellite cells begin to come together, as well as repair damaged muscle fiber, they begin to create new myofibrils. So anytime you see myo, M-Y-O, that simply means muscle, so muscular fibrils, which leads to an increase in muscle fiber cross-sectional area, or what we know as hypertrophy. During this response, or during this process, the nucleus of the satellite cells allows for the muscle cells to begin to use protein and amino acids to create more actin and myosin, which are muscular filaments or myofilaments that allow for the contraction of the muscles to actually happen. There are contributing factors to allow for this process to be as effective as possible. The most important thing is that we are more anabolic, or in a state of growth, than we are catabolic, in a state of breaking down. Things such as nutrition and hormonal status affect the ability of our body to be able to sustain high levels of anabolism. But that's all I got to say today. If you're interested in hearing about the optimal frequency of exercise, best rest periods for optimal muscle and strength increases, different types of muscle hypertrophy, and so on, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe because I'll be going over those in the future. And then if you have any kind of topics that you want me to cover and look into, please comment below and I'll get on top of it. If you're interested in supplements, please check out my newsletter. So I go over a single ingredient Monday through Friday that you can read in under 5 minutes. Basically, I go over what that supplement is, how to use it, the possible benefits of it, the possible side effects of it, how it works in the human body, and then my preferred source of that supplement. And then I toss in a little bit of research in there for you as well. If you're into that kind of thing, you can check it out. And then every once in a while, I'll have some goodies in there from UMZU. So if you want to look into that, please subscribe with the link in the description, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.